This video will teach you how to use the Openbravo 3 Audit Trail, a premium feature available free to subscribers of Openbravo 3 Professional Edition. We'll start with a functional demonstration of creating a new sales order, showing what the audit trail looks like as we change the order. Then I'll list the configuration options, which are very basic. And we'll end with a look at the key business benefits that this feature brings. So let's get started with the sales order window. Let's add a new sales order. The Audit Trail button has 2 feet or footprints on it. It is not enabled for a new record since the screen already shows all of the information. Now let's make a change. We'll change the payment terms from 30 to 60 days. Let's save the order. Notice that the Audit Trail button is now enabled, ready to walk you through the journey of what has happened to the order. Let's click on it. The Audit Trail automatically shows the most recent changes first. It's telling us that user Openbravo has just changed the payment terms on this order from 30 days to 60 days. To be complete, we also display all of the values that were inserted, along with the user, date and timestamp, and other key information. Finally, at the top of the screen, notice that you can filter by date range, user, and individual field. Now we'll close the Audit Trail screen and take a look at how the Audit Trail button works in grid view. The state of the Audit Trail button changes depending on the currently selected row, shown in peach. The Audit Trail button is enabled when you select a row that has been changed. And it is disabled when you select a row that has never been changed since the record was written. Audit Trail is very proactive, telling you up front which records have actually changed. The Audit Trail is not just for orders. It can be turned on for any Openbravo table. Let's change some information at the order line level. We'll double the order quantity on a few lines and then delete a line. Now I'll select the first line and show the Audit Trail. Notice how our quantity change also caused 2 amounts to automatically change as well. Now let's find the line on this order that we deleted. We can also drill down to find any dependent records that were also deleted. In this case, they are line tax records. Similarly, we can access the full audit history of a selected deleted record, or just go back to see the change history of the order line we started on. Now we'll close out of the Audit Trail for order lines and show the Master Audit Trail screen, which provides power user access to all changes on one screen. To quickly access the Master Audit Trail screen, use the Quick Launch feature and start typing the word Audit. By default, the Master Audit Trail screen comes up unfiltered and sorted by the most recent data changes first. Let's focus on just our U.S. organizations. And let's look at only changes to quantities on orders. Notice how the type ahead filtering lets me quickly zero in on just the information I'm looking for. In this case, the quantity ordered. I don't care about the quantity reserved. Now, let's look at only order lines that were deleted. With the Openbravo Audit Trail, it's really that simple to answer questions about who changed what when. Let's review what we just saw. First, the feature is easily accessible directly from the screens where the data is maintained, which means that it actually gets used. Another great feature to encourage use is that the button is enabled only for records that have actually changed. Very useful. Finally, the complete top-down view of the audit information makes it very easy to explore and find data changes and really understand who is doing what in the system. One quick technical note. We implemented the data auditing with automated database triggers to ensure that all database changes are captured. Now, let's list what you need to do to configure this feature. First, log in with the System Administrator role. Then access the Tables and Columns screen. Search for the tables you want to audit and put an X in the Fully Auditable checkbox. If you don't want some fields to be audited because they are not so important and just tend to clutter up the audit screens, put an X in the Exclude Audit checkbox at the column level. Finally, run the Update Audit Trail Infrastructure function, which generates the database triggers. It will just take a few seconds. And that's it. You can add new tables to auditing anytime you want. Just remember to run that last option. And the next time you refresh the corresponding window, your friendly auditing button with the footprints on it will appear. A final note on configuration. This great premium feature is free with Openbravo Professional Edition. It is not available in the Community Edition. Now, auditing may seem boring to some people, but there are a lot of business benefits. Let's close with a brief list. First, when key data about products, customers, orders, bills of material, etc. are fully audited during the pilot phase of your ERP implementation, you will find that your users come to trust and accept the system more quickly, letting you get the system live and generating its ROI quicker. Anecdotally, one other effect we have seen at some accounts is that with the audit trail in place, users tend to stop sharing their user IDs and passwords with each other, which has the effect of increasing system security. Remember, most security breaches come from the inside. Second, with full accountability, data quality increases, enabling reliable and useful analytics and better decision making. With the Openbravo 3 audit trail in place, exceptions can be isolated and resolved quickly. If your company needs to meet compliance guidelines or is in a regulated industry, this feature can really help. Remember, we also audit record deletes, not just changes and new records. Finally, if fraud is an issue for your company, you can see that nobody can hide from the Openbravo audit trail, which captures the user ID and timestamp along with every data change. Well, that's all the auditing we have time for today. The audit trail feature is definitely a professional essential. Don't implement Openbravo 3 without it. To learn more about Openbravo 3 and how we can help your small to medium-sized business increase its productivity and business agility, please visit us at openbravo.com.